Number 15, gotta give it to one of the realest rapper nowadays, Joey Badass, Land of the Free.
Sorry, America, but I will not be your soldier. Obama just wasn't enough, I need some more closure. And Donald Trump is not equipped to take this country over. Let's face facts, cuz we know what's the real motives.
And is this very political song? And usually when rappers rap about politics, they get really angry, they sound very impulsive, they sound very destructive. But on this song, Joey Badass sounds really rational, sounds really professional, and he sounds really mature, and he sounds like a teacher on this song. And he talks about Donald Trump, he talks about former President Obama, and he talks about the current state of politics in the USA right now. And the lyrics, not only is the rhyming and the writing really good and excellent, his flow is also really nice. The way they executed and produced the song is really nice, and the background music is kind of optimistic. It actually feels kind of happy. It's also very catchy with the Tupac vibes on the song. But yeah, Joey Badass sounds incredibly like Tupac on the song, and I really like it that way. Joey Badass, he's a badass. That's corny. Number 14 would be the Mountain Goats, Rain in Soho.
No river goes where the water flows. No one knows where the back gate closed. The river goes where the water flows. But no one knows where the back gate closed.
And at first I thought this song is really like a gothic, emo, dark, post-punk alternative rock song, but little do I know, after listening to their latest album, this song is kind of like a satire joke song. But nonetheless, it's really good. It sounds very dark, really grim and industrial. Although it's actually a joke. At least that's how I speculated. It's kind of a joke. But the lyrics are fun, the lyrics are poetic as well. And the instrumentals are amazing. It sounds like the world is about to crumble down because the drums are constantly hitting, and it's constantly banging, and the guitar sounds very apocalyptic, very dystopian. And river goes where the water flows. The chorus is really catchy. I like how multiple members of the band sing together and creating this harmony, which sounds gothic. And gothic in a fun way. Man. Number 13 is MGMT's Little Dark Age, one of the most fun and entertaining pop electronic alternative songs of the year. They suddenly released a song out of the blue.
Forgetting who you are, for what you stand and gain. Just know that if you hide, it doesn't go away.
And it sounds like a perfect soundtrack for Stranger Things Season 2. Because it just sounds so quirky, freaky, and weird, but at the same time, it's also very catchy and entertaining. The vocals on this thing is very straightforward. It kind of reminds me of Animal Collective's, and it's very fun. It's very memorable. Chord progression is really quirky, freaky, but original at the same time. And the whole song feels like a really smart, really well thought out masterpiece from MGMT. So I got really excited when I'm listening to this song, and I love the hell out of this song. Man. Alright, where did I left off? 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12! Number 12 would be Father John Misty's Pure Comedy.
Comedy, now that's what I call pure comedy.
Father John Misty, aka Josh Tillman, he's back with Pure Comedy and its title track, Pure Comedy. And it's another socio-political songs about the current state of politics right now, and it's also about humanity and its nature itself. And this song feels very honest. It sounds very mature and professional as well. And it sounds like a rant, but a really rational and really peaceful rant over this very ruminative background music. And it just gets better and better. It's a really gorgeous song because of its high quality. It sounds really thoughtful and very deep, very pure comedy, of course. It sounds really pure, and the whole song just feels very slow, and it's like learning a lesson, but except you're actually listening to a song. And that's one of the things that I love about this song. And also the lyrics are incredibly true. They are incredibly smart as well. Usually artists would just rant crazily and irrationally, but on this song, Father John Misty really points out a lot of things that are really true, really evident, and the whole song feels really relevant now, so love it. Number 11 is Protomartyr's My Children.
To my children, ain't got no mother.
Which is really groovy, really fun and catchy, and I really want it to be in the top 10, but it's not as good as the songs in the top 10, but it doesn't mean that it's a fucking good song with these very confessional and muddy guitars and the vocal performances at the beginning, which sounds very disjointed, very random at first, and then it hits its chorus, which suddenly becomes very groovy, really confessional at the same time. And then it hits its chorus and it gets really groovy and catchy, and the drums, the guitars, they are very low pitched and industrial, and it makes this song sound a little bit off, and it sounds a little bit grim and darker. The lyrics are kind of controversial and negative on this song, but put the lyrics aside, the music itself on the song is incredibly good. Every moment on this song just feels really lovely, really good to listen to, and there's nothing to talk about on this song other than it's great. And then we reach the top 10. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Number 10, I would give it to Richard Dawson's Ogre.
In the kingdom of Britain, virgin on a lovely group of coquette, a nice of houses cast with clay and sheepdog.
Now, Richard Dawson is a freak folk artist that a lot of people may not know, but Ogre proves us that Richard Dawson is quite a genius. And Ogre is basically this very multi-faced, very dynamic freak folk song that has this very sick medieval vibe to it. Not just vibe, the whole song feels incredibly medieval because of its really old strings, it's very old and organic and raw instrumentals. The lyrics, a lot of vocabularies in the lyrics are also Old English, and that's really fascinating, and that's also why this song is incredibly well written. And there's a lot of parts to this song. There's a lot of passages that moves that drives verse to verse, chorus to chorus, and there are parts and sections in this song which makes this song really well written. It's really well thought out. It's a very sweet and lovely folk song, and it has these kids choir singing, and it makes this song sound innocent at the same time, but also very very organic at the same time. Whew. Number 9 would be King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard's Nuclear Fusion. I love the hell out of this song. This is one of the most grooviest and most entertaining and catchy songs from the band so far, and it's incredibly psychedelic. The guitars are really sexy in a way, and the keyboards are spicy, and the instrumentals are also really nice. It has this very muddy and pulpy, thick Australian Aboriginal vibe to it, and this is the song a tribe would play when you join them. I'm just making a joke here. Don't take it seriously. But yeah, this is a very catchy, very fun song that you would dance to, even if you don't notice it. You would dance to it, and it's such a song, man. Number 8 is Xiu Xiu's Jenny, Jenny, Go Go. Yeah, it's Jenny GoGo. It's one of the quirkiest, one of the weirdest, strangest songs of the year, and it's basically this alternative art pop song about young prostitution, which is basically the concept of their latest album, Forget. And Jenny GoGo, at first, it sounds kind of weird. It sounds really freaky, but the more you listen to it, the better it gets. It really grows on you, and the choruses are really polarizing. They are really destructive. It sounds like something bad is about to happen, and the xylophone hook towards the end is really impressive. So gotta listen to this song right away. And number 7, gotta shout out to Paramore's Hard Times.
Hard times, gonna make you wonder why you even try. Hard times, gonna take you down and left with you to cry. These times, and I still don't know how I even survive. Hard times.
I don't know how many times am I going to repeat this, but again, I'm not a huge fan of mainstream pop music, but doesn't mean I hate all pop songs and I'm hipster and I'm not mainstream. Ha ha ha. I actually do like some of the pop mainstream songs, and this is one of them. This is arguably the most entertaining, the catchiest, and the most fun songs in the year, and it's really catchy, and the vocals are also very clear. The production is really nice. It has this LCD sound system feel to it, and Paramore used to be this alt-rock band, and it suddenly changes into this pop band, which is kind of a surprise for me, but I also think there's a lot of great things about this, and one of it is they are making incredibly fun and danceable songs, and Hard Times is one of them. It's really danceable, it's really catchy. You listen to it and it gets in your head like for a very long time, and not that it gets in your head because it's just a very familiar sounding, or the song is just catchy and nothing else. The lyrics on this song, the beat, the instrumentals, the vocals, the whole production, the writing is actually great. And their last album, it's not the most astonishing dance record, but this song, man, is it danceable and catchy. Number 6, Sampha, Blood On Me. Art pop, UK bass alternative R&B artist Sampha. Debut album Process. Single Blood On Me. And man, Blood On Me is such a heartfelt and a painful song. It really hurts you in the inside because of how emotional and painful it is. But what really makes this song so good is that, wow, it's so emotional, it's so painful, it's tearing you apart, but doesn't mean it's still groovy, danceable, and catchy. And not much songs can do that. Not much artists can write such a song like that. And I don't hear much songs that are emotional and painful and really frustrating sounding, but at the same time very catchy and groovy. This very sick experimental beat in the background and Sampha's very loud and expressive vocals. This song is really powerful, especially when it hits its chorus. I swear they smell the blood on me. And it's such an emotional, it's such a heartfelt and sincere song. You can hear the raw emotions just going through the musical notes, just going through his vocals into your ears. The raw emotion, the pain that's carried within. And it's such an experience. And the ending of the song is also really nice with the hooks, with the bridges. It's really catchy, it's really realistic and authentic. And it feels very regretful and shameful, which makes this song even greater. And, wow. Number 5. Oh boy, number 5. We are in the top 5 songs of the year. Algiers, The Underside of Power.
Because I'm in the underside of power. Yeah, it's a game that can't go on.
'Cause I'm in the underside of power. Man, I can't stop singing this song. This song is also, I know I said the word catchy a lot in this video, but I have to admit, it's another super duper catchy song, alright? And I really like the soul influences on this song, which makes this song sound a little darker, a little bit more political, and even more explosive and passionate. And the vocals on this song is amazing. The performance of this song, of the band, is amazing. And it's really lively, it's really powerful and raw, and again, really pure, really clear emotions presented in this song, and it just makes it sound very painful, really stressed, but also really tight. It's really fast-paced, and it goes round and round and round. It gets stuck in your head for a long time, and it's really well produced. It's really well written, and it is the definition of quality rock music. It also sounds really nasty and filthy in an emotional way. And this song is also a great song for a montage. Man, number 4 is Tyler, the Creator, Boredom.
Find some time to do something. Find some time.
Tyler, the Creator isn't really good at slow songs, usually in his previous albums, but on this album, he really owns his musical skills and shine through his potential. And my goodness, is this song good. This song is really entertaining, it's really fun, it gets you into this holiday mood, it's really relaxing and exotic, and it really sounds like boredom. It literally embodies the term boredom. 'Cause find some time to do something. This is what the song tells you. And it really represents boredom 100%. And it feels really relaxing and fun and catchy, and it's one of the best rap song performances of the year. The song is dreamy, it's danceable, and it also sounds very psychedelic and exotic, especially the key change at the end. It's like, wow, it's such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling. Number 3 is Hot Thoughts by Spoon.
Don't lose the time, babe. Hot thoughts all in my mind all of the time, yeah.
Which is a song that you would unexpectedly dance to, even if you don't mean to, but you would just shake your body along with it because it's such a danceable and groovy song. And this song is also perfect for montages because of how tight and punchy and snappy it is. And I really absolutely enjoy the bitter sour chord progression, which is really gorgeous and sexy. You hear it right, sexy. And man, speaking of sexy, this song is really sexy. Like, not like lustful kind of sexy, but it's just very charismatic, really groovy, and really danceable. That you listen to it, chances are you will like it because it's charismatic. And man, I love how catchy and groovy the performances are. And the instrumentals are. The vocals are very tight. Britt Daniels' vocal performances is also kind of good with his raspy kind of sound. And shoot, and I also really love the punchy drum lines on this thing. And the descending guitars are really, really good to listen to. It's catchy, fun, groovy, and Spoon's Hot Thoughts. Man, oh man. Number 2 would be Brockhampton's.
Keep a gold chain on my neck, fly as a jet. Boy, better treat me with respect. Keep a gold chain on my neck, fly as a jet. Boy, better treat me with respect.
They released a hell lot of great songs in this year, and I really don't know which one should I pick for number 2. They released a lot of great songs: Heat, Gold, Swamp, Boogie. Heat and Boogie is this very fiery, really angry and catchy song, and Heat has this very distorted bass line to it, while Boogie is really catchy and electronic and fast-paced. And then we also have Gold and Swamp, which are more luxurious and laid-back, but also fun and danceable and sing-alongable at the same time. I would probably pick Gold as my number 2 favorite song of the year by Brockhampton because of how good the production is, how well written it is, how good the flow of every rapper in Brockhampton is. Evan Abstract is great on this song, and everyone else too. It's really well written, well produced, and the whole song feels very, festive and catchy and fun, and it sounds like hip-hop is reaching its peak of quality in 2017. Of course, it's not, but Brockhampton is making hip-hop a better genre. So, this song is a remarkable one. It really marks history. And it's also kind of genre-breaking and genre-establishing also. And there's nothing too much to talk about on this song, but other than it's fucking great. And with all the other great songs Brockhampton had put out, pretty much Heat, Gold, Swamp, Boogie, all of them deserve a mention for the second place. Gold is my favorite out of all 4 of them though. And my favorite song of 2017 is Fleet Foxes, 3rd of May, Ōdaigahara. That's right. And it is an 8-minute long masterpiece from Robin Pecknold and his band Fleet Foxes, despite of the fact that Josh Tillman left the band after Helplessness Blues, and it's kind of missing a guy. It sounds like it's missing someone, but still, Fleet Foxes keeps going, and they released such a beautiful album. And this song is the pinnacle of beauty because it's the most passionate, it's the most gorgeous and lively and otherworldly song you can find on their latest album. It just sounds so powerful and lively and just sky high, stargazing at the same time. At first, it's a really straightforward guitar ballad that just sounds really nice and soothing to the ears, and it also makes references to Robin Pecknold himself, his friend, and it also makes references to the painting 3rd of May and the history behind it, which is kind of fascinating and interesting in my opinion. And the guitar chords, the progression of the vocals on this song is also brilliant. It's really expressive, and it makes the song sound like it's going to the edge of the world just to witness something. And the second half of the song is incredibly well written and impeccable. Ōdaigahara is impeccable. And it sounds very apocalyptic and emotional at first with these constantly banging drums and guitars. And Robin Pecknold's vocals kind of go really high and expressive on the song. Within all these beauty, you can hear some pain and sadness and sorrow in the vocals and in the lyrics as well. And it just feels very romantic, romantically miserable during the verses and the choruses. And the whole song, the structure is really good. It's really solid. It's really well written, and it's such a good ending. The ending of the song is really great. It's gorgeous. The whole song just feels like an orchestral masterpiece, a grand art piece from Fleet Foxes, and the song is just placed so high in quality. It's really well thought out, and it's really gorgeous and powerful and potent. It hits you right in the heart. For better or worse, this song makes the world a more beautiful place. At least it's what it sounds like.
I know there's no God above me. Do you know there's no devil below? But sometimes I feel so lonely. I reach out to some unknown.
So there is my top 30 favorite songs of the year. So what is your favorite song of 2017? And like if you like it, and subscribe if you want more.